Welcome to the exciting world of travel and tourism management, Episode 1. Let's embark on a brief journey to explore the fundamentals of this dynamic industry. Introduction to Travel and Tourism Management. Tourism is the activities of people traveling to and staying in places outside their usual environment for leisure, business, or other purposes for not more than one consecutive year. Tourism is vital for the success of many economies around the world. There are several benefits of tourism on host destinations. Tourism boosts the revenue of the economy, creates thousands of jobs, develops the infrastructure of a country, and plants a sense of cultural exchange between foreigners and citizens. Tourism is all about traveling from outside your usual environment for any reason and stay there at least for one day. Now let's dive into the core of our discussion, defining the essence of travel and tourism management. Next, we will explore the foundational definition of travel and tourism management, setting the stage for our further discussion. So there are three definitions. According to layman, or in simple terms according to travel and tourism, the movement of prospect from one place to another for any reason and stay there at least for 24 hours is known as tourism. I'll give you a simple explanation of this definition. Tourism is when someone travels to a new place, stays there for at least one night, that is 24 hours, and comes back home. This can be for any reason like vacation, business, visiting family or friends, exploring new places, learning something new. That's tourism in a nutshell. The second definition, according to Goldner, a renowned tourism scholar, he says tourism is what happens when the sum of phenomena and relationship arising from the interaction of tourists, business suppliers, host governments and host communities in process of attracting tourists and other visitors. All these groups interact and affect each other, creating tourism experiences. Think of it like team effort. Tourists come to visit, business provides service, government helps manage, and then community is impacted. So according to Goldner, that's tourism in simple terms. Last but not the least, according to the United Nations World Tourism Organization, UNWTO, tourism comprises the activities of persons traveling to and staying in places outside their usual environment for not more than one consecutive year for leisure, business, and other purposes. In simple words, tourism is about people exploring new places for a short time, whether for fun, work, or other reasons. Now we will explore the fascinating history of how travel evolved from ancient times to the present day. From adventurous journeys to global tourism, we will discover the key moments and innovations that shaped the way we travel. Travel is as old as mankind on earth. The man, at the beginning of his existence, roamed about the surface of the earth in the search of food, shelter, securities, and better habitat. However, in the course of time, such movements were transformed into wanderlust. About 5,000 years ago, changes in climate, dwindling food and shelter conditions, hostile invaders made the people leave their homes to seek refuge elsewhere. Like the Aryans left their homes in the Central Asia due to climate changes. Perhaps this leads to the development of commerce, trade, and industry. During the Hindu and Chinese civilization, a movement of religion, education, and culture began. Christian missionaries, Buddhist monks, and others traveled far and wide carrying religious messages and returned with fantastic images and options about alien people. For centuries, movement of people continued to grow due to the efficiency of transport and the assistance and safety which the people could travel. By the end of 15th century, Italy had become an intellectual and cultural center of Europe. It represented the classical heritage both for the intelligentsia and the aristocracy. During the 16th century, travel becomes to be considered as an essential part of the education of every young Englishman. Travel thus became a mean of self-development and education in its broadest sense. The educational travel was known as Grand Tour. The Industrial Revolution brought about significant changes in the pattern and structure of British society. Thus, the economy of Britain was greatly responsible for the beginning of modern tourism. It also created a large and prosperous middle class, and because of great improvement in transportation systems in later half of 18th century and the first quarter of the 19th century, an increasing number of people began to travel for pleasure. Travel was originally inspired by the need of surviving, that is food, shelter and security. The desire to expand trade and quest to conquer. As the transportation system improved, the curiosity for transforming the vast and virgin world into a close neighborhood created a new industry, that is travel and tourism industry. However, the developments of rails, roads, steamships, automobiles and airplanes helped to spread technology across the globe. Earlier, travel was a privilege only for wealthy people, but when the Industrial Revolution, the scenario altogether changed. Transportation as well as accommodation became affordable to middle and working class citizens. Essentially, with the development of jet travel, communication, new technology, tourism and travel became the world's largest and fastest growing industry. Travel and tourism recently have emerged as a dominant economic force on the global sense, accounting for more than 12% of total world trade and growing at the rate of 8% annuals. Thank you for watching. In the next episode, we will learn about types of tourism. So do not forget to like, share and subscribe my channel and do hit the bell icon for latest updates.